Good morning. My name is Nancy Bucceri, and I am the president of the Delaware Valley chapter of HIMSS. And before we get started, I have a couple of announcements I want to make. One is if you are a vendor and you are offering a raffle, please give your raffle winner to Janine at the registration desk, and she's going to post the winners. And for those of you who gave your card to a vendor to be in their raffle, check with Janine after the conference and to see if your name is on the board. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that we did get approval from HIMSS National for continuing education credits, so you can apply for 6 credits for CP-HIMSS credits, and the form is on each of our websites, dvhims.org and njhimss.org. Okay, so those are the 2 announcements I think I was supposed to make. So I want to welcome everybody, and I trust you all had a good time last night and very informative day yesterday. This is our 5th conference, and it seems to get better every year, so it's a real pleasure to be here. I'm just going to give you a few remarks about Delaware Valley HIMSS, and then we're going to have the scholarship awards, some innovation awards, and we have a keynote speaker today that I think you'll find very interesting. So, as I said, I'm the president of Delaware Valley HIMSS. We have been around for 38 years, which I think is really kind of neat. So in 2014, one of the things you'll look for is a big gala event for our 40th. Now, we haven't started planning it yet, but I think it's worthy of a new dress. I really do. So who are we? We have over 1,500 members. And we have a LinkedIn discussion group where we try to encourage discussion and networking when we're not holding programs. We have over 730 people who have joined that discussion group. You don't have to be a DV-HIMSS member. We like to use it as an outreach to try to get people to see what we're doing. And we serve health IT professionals throughout the Delaware Valley, which is eastern part of Pennsylvania, the state of Delaware, and greater Philadelphia. So that's who we are. So this gives you a little bit of a snapshot of our organization. Obviously, we're mostly made up of provider members, and then our next biggest chunks are consulting firms and vendors. But we have representation from just about every area of health information, or a healthcare industry, rather. Our chapter is made up of several committees, and the committees are run by board members, although you don't have to be a board member to be on a committee. And so if you're interested in serving on a committee, you can let us know. And our board of directors is all listed out on the DV-HIMSS website, and our email addresses are attached to our names. So you'll see us out there, and you can contact any one of us at any time. So if you go to dvhims.org, about DV-HIMSS, and then there's a Board of Directors tab. But our programming committee is our biggest and most important committee in a lot of ways because that's what serves you. So that committee plans the programs and events that we hold throughout the year, and not including, this conference. We have a whole special planning committee that we work with New Jersey HIMSS to bring this conference to you. We have a finance committee that's responsible for overseeing the financial operations. We have to file taxes. We have to be prepared for an audit. We have membership committee to try to drive new membership. Sponsorship committee that's responsible for the relationship with our vendor sponsors. A communications committee that's responsible for our website and for getting the word out about what we're doing and promoting and communicating with our membership. And then an advocacy committee, which includes an HIE liaison. And this committee works to keep you all abreast of what's going on with government activities at the regional and local levels. So why belong to Delaware Valley HIMSS? Or New Jersey HIMSS for that matter? Why belong to one of these chapters? Well, I was thinking, why do I belong? I got involved with Delaware Valley HIMSS back in 2008. I was going to events because I like to get education, but being involved and actively involved in the chapter, it helps you grow personally. So you have education programs that keep you abreast of the regional activities, and I like the fact that the programs are very regionally focused, that it's your neighbors, what are your neighbors doing? You can't get that anywhere else. Networking with your peers. So you can develop and nurture professional relationships, share your passion for advancing the broader adoption of health IT, and grow professionally. We offer continuing education credits as often as we can. So my little plug. Some of the examples of past programs we've done, we do education programs, social networking, and then we do joint programs like this program that we do with New Jersey HIMSS. So some examples of past programs, and we do try to move around the region. So we had an education program up in Allentown at the Lehigh Valley Health Network, all about the burgeoning ACOs and PCMH organizations that we were seeing and getting lessons learned, experience to date. It was really very well attended and great session. We had a recent one, Stage 2 Meaningful Use, at the Microsoft Technology Center in Malvern. Again, that was really well attended, giving people a kind of a sneak peek on what the government was going to be rolling out with them and the schedule for rolling out the Meaningful Use Phase 2 back in the spring. Social networking, we like to liven it up a bit and have a relaxing social event, but we always try to put a little bit of education in there so you can justify leaving the office a little early. We had a really good program in Wilmington, Delaware, a couple springs ago. Brigadier General John Gronsky from the Army, who's now in the consulting field in health IT, gave us a really powerful talk on lessons from the battlefield to the boardroom, and it was at this venue called the Queen in Wilmington, which is a very cool music venue. So we try to find interesting places to go. We had one just recently at Dave & Buster's in Philadelphia that was really well attended. It was all about business intelligence, and we had provider and payer perspective. And then we've done joint programs. Every year, Pennsylvania HIMSS, so Central Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, and Delaware Valley gets together at HIMSS National for a networking luncheon. And then we also did a joint conference with some folks, DVHC, HFMA, and HLNDV, just about a year and a half ago. And then, of course, we collaborate with New Jersey on this big signature event. So that gives you an idea of some of the things we've done in the past. So what's coming up? We have our, these aren't in order necessarily, but the education program for the winter will be at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and it'll be on clinical informatics. We're still tinkering with the agenda. And then we also will have a summer education series. We're also doing a social networking event this year. We're still got a couple of places, haven't settled on the site yet. We've been doing it at Maggiano's, but it's gotten a little small there. Post-election impressions by Tom Leary from Health Affairs at HIMSS. And then we have a program that we're kind of co-sponsoring with HIMSS National that will be on November 13th, on enhancing practice value through meaningful use in health IT. It's geared toward ambulatory providers. And then we're going to have our joint luncheon at Mulati's in New Orleans this coming spring at the HIMSS National. So that gives you an idea of some of the things that we have coming up. So if you haven't visited us at dvhims.org, please do. Please join our discussion group, and hope to see you at future events.